dazzling world of fantasy and adventure.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
A world where anything seems possible and nothing is what it seems.
Everything I've done for you. I move the stars for no one. You will conquer. Run so long, run so far.
The world of Labyrinth.
Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1986, and the mind of, wow, so many people. Jim Henson and George Lucas was even involved in this film. Labyrinth. It has gone down to become a cult classic. Sadly, didn't do well on its initial run, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Let me, of course, introduce the lovely woman who I am sure her man would walk a labyrinth for, the lovely Netter of Netter's Network. How are you doing, my dear? What you drinking tonight?
I'm doing well, and I am drinking a Signature Select Seltzer Water Mixed Berry. So that's the Jewel brand. Not a sponsored stream.
It would be so cool because I'd be so dripping with Mountain Dew here. Which I do have in reserve. I do have my iced tea first, though, but I have a Diet Mountain Dew in reserve. I also have, if I feel sassy, I have a Sprite Zero Chill, which is a cherry lime flavor, which is actually pretty good. Very effervescent, though. Makes my nose tickle. Also joining us, the Goblin King himself, Troy Pacelli of Last Call with Troy Pacelli. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking.
What you got sipping tonight?
My stomach's a little bit off today, so I'm having a Gosling's Diet Ginger beer.
Ooh, nice. I've got to get myself some ginger beer one day.
It's good.
I mean, ginger ale is all good and stuff, but man, ginger beer, it's got that nice burn to it, and I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see who is joining us in the chat. Got to roll on up. Before I get into that, Cosby link is at the top. If you do not have your copy and want to watch alone and you're watching this later, this film is everywhere. It's on Tubi, it's on Pluto, it's on Peacock, I believe, as well. So it is out there, free to watch. So no worries, which is a good idea. The only thing is, theirs begins with a Shout Factory. A lot of the one, like I think Shout Factory put out a version of it, and so they have the little thing. Ours is going to start with the TriStar logo, just so you know. Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube, how are you doing, my dear? JPRPH1, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining in. Of course, Netter's Network saying hi, sweetie, to people. And Last Call with Troy Pacelli showing up for some reason. Why he's here, I have no clue.
There you go.
Deleted Scenes, welcome, sir. Of course, Deleted Scenes will be joining me this coming Friday at a special early time of 7 p.m. for Ice Station Zebra. Why are we going in early? Because the movie's longer than 2 hours. So, and I don't like to bump into Last Call's time, so because I'm very considerate that way. Space Fraggle, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining in. Funny, speaking of Fraggle, you think of Fraggle Rock every time you see it. Of course, the Henson Company, very, that's their jam. Going down. Slasher, Fred, thank you. This movie kind of feels like something that J.K. Rowling would have done. I don't know, maybe
I can see that. Maybe,
yeah. This little, it's that fantasy alternate kind of a world. It really follows with. Well, let me check. Well, that's all I saying. I've said anything yet. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Just post out if I did miss you. But yeah, this I believe this was a follow up to Dark Crystal for Jim Henson. I think he had the twinklings of an idea while he was doing that for this. It also was filming and I love this story. It was filming at the same time as Legend, which of course you all know I love Legend. And so the crews would kind of intertwine sometimes to, and mingle and hang out. And Brian Henson, Jim Henson's son, developed a crush on Mia Sara. And many, many years later, they kind of met again, and they are now wed.
Wow.
Good on you, Brian Henson.
Right?
I never knew that until I was like just reading some stuff for her tonight. It's like, man, Brian Henson married Mia Sara because they met. He had a crush on her, and then years later. So, guys, you never know. If you have a crush on somebody, you might end up with them one day.
Always take your shot.
So, I'm just wondering. I know, Troy, you have not seen this film.
Not all the way through, no.
All the way through.
And the reason being, it was actually played quite a bit on cable back in the day. And my brother was a huge Henson, Muppet fan, but he was also incredibly sensitive, very autistic. So he had a hard time with the Dark Crystal, and there were just some scenes in Labyrinth that he couldn't get past. So I couldn't watch it all the way through, and I didn't have that much impetus to do so back then. I have since been, revisiting a lot of TV and film that I didn't get to see when I was younger. So
yeah, that's some of the stuff I like to do here. Dipping into some of the odd films that I like, and just feel like what a lot of these are ones that I haven't seen them in a while. I want to watch them, and this gives me no out. Basically, it's like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm finally going to get to watch it. Why? Because my friends are going to sit there with me, and we're all going to watch it together. Netter, have you seen Labyrinth?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, it has been a while for me. I remember when it was out. I remember seeing it in the theaters when it came out, and just the music was kind of a big deal. And I think I had the LP. I don't know where it went. I gotta look to see if it's in my stuff, because it's like, I thought I had the LP of the soundtrack, but like all those films at the time, like Dark Crystal, Legend, Labyrinth, those fantasy films were always a lot of fun. I'd be interested to know, those of you who are with us, how many of you have never seen this film? I won't say from beginning to end, because sometimes some people have seen bits and pieces, but yeah, like the whole way through, because it's been a while, and it's not the kind of film you really see like in your natural in the TV style, like it'll like pop up on a schedule. You kind of have to seek it out if you really want to watch it. So, but that being said, let's you all ready to go?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. We're 11 minutes past the hour. Yes, the film that made Jennifer Connelly a star. And what is amazing was the amount of women who had read for this role. And a lot of it. Let me find where'd that list go? I had it set up, and now it has disappeared on me. Up, Al. Where's the list of the actresses who went for it? And it was quite it has disappeared on me. Okay, I do know that Michael Jackson, Prince, Mick Jagger were all considered for the Goblin King, as was Sting. And
they all seem plausible too.
Also, yeah, I mean, I could see any of them portraying that. But what really gets me was the list of the actresses. There we go. Helena Bonham Carter, Jane Krakowski, Yasmin Bleeth, Sarah Jessica Parker, Mary Stuart Masterson, Laura Dern, Carrie Green, Lily Taylor, Laura San Giacomo, Ali Sheedy, Mia Sara, and Marissa Tomei all auditioned.
Wow.
And Krakowski, Sheedy, and Maddie Corman were all highly considered for the role, but Jennifer Connelly finally won it.
Wow.
That's a stacked casting call.
Right?
I mean, outside the original, I mean, that's a lot of talent. Stack could be used several ways, but
yeah.
Anyway,
especially when you're talking about Jennifer Connelly, right?
Yeah, especially Jennifer Connelly. But let's get ready to go here. About to get ready. Oh, Sir Torgen Game popped in just at the right time, sir. Welcome. Slasher Fred first saw the movie, thought it was like an old Disney short about a lion coming mistakenly delivering the flag. Oh, okay. But you're ready in 3, 2. You all right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I heard something. I heard 3.
Oh, I knocked something down.
Oh, okay. Okay. Once more. Let's go.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
There we go.
The iconic logo of TriStar.
Right.
I missed this one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I do miss the TriStar.
I miss that logo.
Openings, yeah.
Jim Henson film. The owl is one of the first attempts at a 100% CGI created animal on screen.
Wow.
So it was like brand
not
new.
Bad considering, the age.
Yeah, it's 86. That kind of reminds me of Boo.
Yeah. And I love the music too. That is just,
yeah.
Oh man.
Kevin Clash. So David Bowie, who of course just celebrated a birthday, along with somebody else I know. Who might that have been? Oh yeah, Elvis. That's right. Go belated happy birthday to Troy. For those who didn't know,
my friend.
This past Wednesday, right?
Yes. And although I was talking about Elvis and David Bowie and Shirley Bassey, among those is also not a singer, Dr. Stephen Hawking.
Oh, very cool.
And the first Doctor, William Hartnell.
Oh, very cool. It's always cool to have cool birthday people. I have right. John Wayne,
okay.
James Arness.
Oh, okay.
Peter Cushing.
Oh.
The aforementioned Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Miles Davis is in there.
Oh, nice.
J.C. Silverheels, who played Tonto, is also.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You definitely feel like you're coming in the middle of something here when you don't realize, you know.
Of course, in the 80s, she definitely was one of the it girls.
Oh, yeah.
So yesterday was the 9th anniversary of David Bowie's death. Oh, I didn't know it was the anniversary of his death.
Yeah, it was rough because it was like so close to his birthday. It's like, oh man, you know?
Oh, Merlin.
Yeah. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin.
I like she's got jeans underneath.
I do too. And you don't notice it until just that scene, you know?
They did a great job. That's a beautiful little hair. I like that little bridge and all.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a cute little town.
Mm-hmm. This does have a nice soundtrack. I must admit. I gotta find it one day. I have to get it on CD. Poor Murray. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. You can't blame her though. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's a lot of dog hair that's wet. And look at that house. You know that dog does not get in there that often.
I'd like it if you had a date. But she's got a point. If you're going out every weekend, that's not rarely goes out.
Yeah.
Rarely goes out is me and Troy. We rarely go out since COVID.
Of course, look at all things in a room that become very familiar.
Which I feel like really sets up the potential interpretation that it's all a fantasy for her.
Right. And you can see, like her books, you can see what she is very much into the fantasy fairy tale world.
Yeah. She is dramatic.
Okay, she's got a point here. You don't go messing with someone's things. Little Toby.
Yeah, Troy accidentally got a StreamYard. He should be back shortly.
Oh. Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
What year did this movie come out?
Pardon me?
86.
86, okay. That explains the big shoulders.
So there is a lot of interesting fairy / goblin lore woven into this story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this idea of, wishes being granted by fairies and oftentimes not being what you truly want.
And them wanting to take a baby.
Exactly. The whole concept of the changeling and so forth.
Are those supposed to be goblins?
Yeah, they're goblins.
It does cause one to wonder if there's I wonder if there's a legalistic element. It's not really her child.
You're like rooting for it.
Right. Did she say it?
You know why they called the kid Toby?
Why?
That's his name.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And it's the only name he would respond to, so they just changed it.
Interesting.
And today, that little baby is a puppeteer and special effects guy. I think he worked for Weta.
Really?
Yeah.
That is just awesome.
It's like, oh no, Toby, he's been wished away to the office in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Right, exactly. Live goblin reaction. Cute space freckle. Whoa.
Oh, so Turkey Glade's got some good people on his birthday, too. John Huston, Lonnie Anderson, Erica Slazak, James Gunn, Neil Armstrong, Maureen McCormick, John Saxon, and Rosalind Hicks.
Only in movies do people move this slowly to do something.
Erica Slezak from One Life to Live.
I do love owls.
Right.
They are cool.
It's like, who the heck are you? Well, yes, I am. Oh, it gets so grounded.
David Bowie could be so menacing if he wanted.
Right.
That is totally happening in real time.
Yeah.
But that's not his hands.
Right.
The guy's like standing behind him. He's doing it blind. Who are you? I'm Peter Pan's grown brother, Peter Plate.
My question would be, what do I have to do to get my brother back?
Yeah.
They are cute little goblins. There's the labyrinth.
See, now I'd have to cheat the labyrinth. I'd find a way to climb up on top of one of the walls and just walk the walls down.
Yeah, well, it's not quite that easy. Think of it as a Gray Still Plays course. There's going to be invisible walls. There's going to be all kinds of stuff.
And of course, there's lots of cheats, you know.
Right.
Score
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of actual lore, built in here.
I'm sorry, it's weird, but it does look like fun.
Yeah.
Like go spraying little fairies all around.
It's like he's playing Pokemon. Oh, what's that? Pokemon Go?
Now it's so torn.
Keep going to the left or to the right. Pick one direction and always go in that one direction.
It would be a very daunting task.
Yes.
If you were there, like physically and in her situation. She is cocky.
Yes. I mean, if she doesn't know, yeah. If she doesn't realize how how little she knows, how ignorant she is.
Yeah.
You know, she's already in trouble.
Reminds me of
Yikes.
kind of Beyonder-esque.
Yeah.
You know, all these nasty little critters. I wonder how much.
It's like glistening.
I was like thinking, how many sparkles did they have to use? Not sparkle. What am I thinking of? Glitter.
Glitter, yeah.
Probably like a glitter sheen of like.
You know what they call glitter when you're a costumer, right? What? Cosplay herpes.
Oh, cosplay. I am not a fan of glitter at all.
It gets everywhere. You're finding it months and months later.
Yeah. You open like a Christmas card. It's everywhere. It's on your hand.
Yes. Yep.
I remember once I got so upset. For Christmas, we got a poinsettia. Well, the person, thinking that they were doing something cutesy, had hit it with an adhesive and threw glitter on it.
Oh, gosh.
This poor, beautiful poinsettia. All tarted up like a Christmas hussy.
Yeah.
Hey, Curtis Selby. Welcome, sir. Cosby link at the top.
It's like maybe she needed to go in a different direction.
Yep.
I love the worm.
But that's close enough. She looks like Cyndi Lauper.
Just a web. When I posted this on my Facebook page with the rewatch, a friend of mine reacted to it, and then I noticed on, I don't know if it was her Facebook or Instagram, she has the action figure of the worm, and she posted a picture of it.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that is so cool. So Dolly, if you're listening, hi. That's the best piece of advice she could have been given.
Oh gosh. His name is Toby. No, sorry.
So Satora was saying he had a director who loved glitter. Thankfully, he put it on. He only put it on
only
the posters.
Put it on the posters, yeah. So another fan theory, or maybe it's, since I haven't seen the film, maybe it's actually something that comes up, is that David Bowie's character was a child like Toby that was stolen and ended up becoming the king of the goblins.
Who knew? Do what?
Here comes a song.
Yeah, this one I'm going to have to spend some time with in order to learn.
I dropped a link for you in private chat for the soundtrack. Apparently it's out of print, but this place has it, and it looks like it's inexpensive.
Cool. Stale puppy dog tails.
And baby said goo.
And you know who did the goo sound? David Bowie.
Oh. Just follow the sound of the music, girl.
You're going to run out of lipstick real fast, girl.
No kidding.
I just love those little touches, you know?
Yep.
What, he's going to turn him into a goblin?
Yeah, he'd become a goblin.
Okay, so Slasher Fred, I did watch Muppet Babies.
I want to know what David Bowie said to the barber to get that haircut. Make it foofy on top and give me just a couple trindles on the bottom. I'd be serious. It looks like somebody cut his hair while drunk.
Yeah.
I hope they weren't really throwing the baby.
You could tell it wasn't a real baby. In the scenes where you could see it was him, he was clearly having fun.
Yeah.
JPRPH1 says he looks like Tina Turner, and he's kind of right.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he does have that Tina Turner-esque hair. Just realizing.
Yeah.
I know, I marked it.
See?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Right. Of course, the fallacy to that logic puzzle is you have to believe that they aren't both liars.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
I mean, it's a very cool effect.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's a cool concept to have come up with to begin with.
Yeah. Well, and it's not just the movement of the hands, the lighting has to be perfect too.
Right.
See, like when it had like the thumbs, the tips of the thumbs where the inserts the eyes, the only way that works is because there's shadow, you know,
Right.
and the tips light up.
What's an oubliette?
I don't know, actually.
What
Alexa, what's an oubliette?
It's like a dungeon.
An oubliette is a type of dungeon with only a ceiling opening, as in some old castles.
Oh,
It is a forgotten place.
Just have to ask Al sometimes. It was actually, I remember learning that because it's the name of an episode of The X-Files that starred Jewel State.
Oh. That's very interesting. That does sound right. Slasher Fred says Fraggle Rock and The Muppet Show are the only two Jim Henson series to have cartoon spin-offs. Yeah.
Huh. And I will give a hint. This is not the last Jim Henson Muppet thing we're going to have on Films with Friends this year.
Oh.
I have to say it that way because it's going to be a long time before we get to the other one. Kickbacks and Big Al knows. Just like a dwarf likes a shiny thing.
Yeah. There you go.
Slash friend Jim Henson once worked on SNL during the first season, which had a Muppet sketch featuring dinosaurs. Yeah. If you watch the film Saturday Night, which they just put out, which revolves around doing the first episode, he's a character in there.
Yeah, if you're telling me not to go this way, this must be the way.
Sorry, just doing my job.
Just doing my job.
Hegel.
That's actually a great point. Which have actually appeared in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, the cleaners?
Yep. I don't know if they got the idea from D&D or if D&D got the idea from this. But it makes a lot of sense. If you have a dungeon / labyrinth, what is it that cleans up the dead bodies and, why is everything always reset for the next group of adventurers and stuff?
I like the little behind the scene look at it.
That's a great point.
Plus, the Goblin King just tried to kill me. Do you really think I'm on his side now?
Whoop.
It's a terrible stench.
What was the I'm trying to think of the one from The Princess Bride, the swamp?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking of the one from The Neverending Story, the what is it, the Bog of Despair or whatever?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll get to know that one in a couple of weeks.
There you go.
There's a rumor they want to remake this movie, says Geek Flag.
They literally want to remake everything.
Yeah.
And it never pays off for them, so why do they keep doing it? Looks like a Skeksis. Curtis Selby drops a picture of one of the Skeksis, and I'm like,
It does have that Skeksis.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not. He did say, not like he denies it.
This rock has got a mind of its own, I guess.
I almost went with Ludo as a picture, but I like Sir Didymus. Oh.
Well, let him down then. Well, otherwise you would have bit your hand off a minute ago.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh.
Oh. He looks like a close cousin to the Monsters Inc. The blue
Sully?
one. Sully,
yeah.
Sully.
That was not an easy suit to deal with.
I would imagine.
I think it was 75 pounds. Initially, it was like 100 pounds.
Jeez.
And Jim Henson's like, we've got to get some weight off this thing.
Right?
Well, she takes the things out his ears.
That's actually quite clever.
Oh, so let me put it in to open the door, and then I'll take it back out again.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but now how do you get back out?
Sounds like Chewbacca.
Yeah, it does.
He does have a little Chewbacca-ness to him.
Yeah.
Whoop. There he goes. Wolf 10 Media.
Hey.
Wolfie!
Hey, Wolfie.
Happy birthday, Wolfie.
Oh, it's Wolfie's birthday. Happy birthday, Wolfie.
Yeah.
Happy
His
birthday,
birthday was
Wolfie.
on Wednesday, too.
Lady Mist. See some people popping in. You can't trust him. Nobody can trust him. Not even the Goblin King.
Huh.
I guess I was wrong. Sorry about that, Wolfie.
Oh. May 27th. Hey, close to mine. Fellow Gemini. Oh. Poor Hoggle.
I'm not entirely certain if he threatens with the bog of eternal stench because he particularly likes to use it as a punishment, or if it's because he knows that Hoggle is so averse to it.
Probably
Could be both.
Probably a little A, a little B.
Yeah, probably.
What happened to Ludo? Oh, wait.
He fell down a hole.
The Fireys. Yeah.
I'm almost expecting him to break out into Phenomena.
A lot of green screen with this one kind of really gives it that extra uncanny look to it.
Right.
It's a bouncing baby thing.
Chill it down.
Her head don't come off.
One of them took off his own head.
It won't hurt. Get a saw.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That must be the pool of eternal stench.
Yeah.
The pool? Oh.
The bog, yeah. I guess with his big old nose, he's even extra sensitive to it.
Oh, right.
Wolfie used to laugh constantly at the scene because of the fart noises.
Yeah.
You know who loved this scene? I heard
the
current King Charles III of England.
Oh gosh!
When this came out, and he was the prince. He would laugh at that scene. He just thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Smell.
I mean, let's face it, the farting really does kind of sell it.
Yeah.
Just be really careful.
There he is.
Okay, you're small enough where I can punch you into the next, stench patch. It's like, I'm taking your little stick out of your hand.
I love Connelly.
My gosh. He's like tenacious, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just hurl him into the swamp of stinkiness.
It won't bother him. He won't even notice.
He's like, it just smells bad.
Yeah. Ludo, get brother.
So ask permission.
He's like, gee.
No one ever thinks of that. I love Sir Dennis.
And the other guy already went across.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Don't wiggle so much.
Somehow.
He's calling for the rock and rollers.
He's just able to call up rocks?
It seems so.
Okay, then it's kind of funny.
Good thing rocks don't have a sense of smell.
Right.
That's Merlin.
I'm such a. I just like the that effect of the dog with it on the back.
Yeah, what in the world do you eat in this place? Spit it out.
Wow.
I like how they use the guitar as that ominous tone.
Yeah.
What's really funny is David Bowie, especially with this haircut, looks like my sister Jeanette.
He kind of does.
So I figured the fruit would just make her fall asleep.
So this is where Glinda got her bubble from. She's tripping balls. Yes, she is.
She's going to the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, exactly. Let's dance.
You find little elements from Legend in here too,
like
the dance, finding herself in this dress.
Yes. Again, it all draws from the same lore.
Yeah.
Space Fraggle believes that Gates McFadden was the choreographer, and that would not surprise me.
I think she was.
Sir Torrance says this sequel to Phantom of the Opera is weird. But is it really? Is it really that weird?
Funny you should mention Phantom of the Opera, Sir Torrance. Yet another one that's coming up a little later.
And he asks how you feel about the movie Legend, Big Al.
I love Legend. I love it. It's one of my favorite films. Both Tangerine Dream and the Jerry Goldsmith versions. You were talking about possibilities and things like that. The other dancers here, perhaps they were other ones that had dared the labyrinth and then.
Good point. Yeah. Now they're trapped there.
Trapped there forever in this dancing area. Yeah.
Hate to burst your bubble, but I'm going to burst your bubble.
Right?
JPRPH one, is that Britt Cooper?
She does look a little like that, doesn't she?
Yeah. You know, Wolfie, if this was Alice in Wonderland adjacent, it would actually make sense.
Uh-oh. Being tempted by being back home.
But was it really?
Looks like she's got like an old chess set up there. And her stuff. Oh. Being distracted by member berries.
Yes, exactly.
Well, if you say funny how Goblin King tries to cheat like a true villain.
Yep. So all of these different encounters she has essentially are temptations. Trying to distract her, make her forget, lead her astray.
Mm-hmm. And it's like with the fruit it was like about forgetting and
yeah. This is what we call zeal without wisdom.
Yeah.
Right here.
Rambunctious.
Yeah. In D&D, they would call it a clockwork.
Whoa.
Ping. You're embarrassing me. Ow, ow.
Ooh.
Oof.
He's no coward.
Yeah.
After that.
Goblin City? They gotta get to the other side of this to get to the castle?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he's close. I like that fountain.
Yes. It's a recurring theme, right? Because that's how she found Hoggle. He was taking a leak in the cistern.
Yep.
No, that's the intelligent way to go. Trust me, I know where I'm going, dude.
It's Ambrosia's is going to go where Ambrosia's going to go.
Yes, but chickens.
Is that the dog from Fraggle Rock?
Oh, no, but it was her dog at the beginning.
It sure does look like him, doesn't it? No, I just looked. Sprocket was a different breed, much grayer hair, but similar.
Mm. Huzzah!
Oof! He just knocked himself out. I mean,
that's how you do it. Just take the wall off.
we're not surrounded by you. You're surrounded by us. Okay. He comes off as like some sort of a kobold paladin.
Time to rock and roll, baby.
I was just thinking that, yes. Next time, surrender.
They're going to rock and roll.
Like a rolling stone.
I like it. Some of them, they're almost like cylindrical.
Yeah.
Give them a nice roll down there. Oh. Ooh.
And now we don't. They've got Gatling guns.
Ooh.
Crunch. Oh, silver.
Yeah, those chains.
Ooh, Escher.
Yeah, right?
Which is what she had. She had that print
Yep.
in her room.
Yep.
I do like some of the effects that they just look cool. It's like that. I like that when he comes up like that.
But the thing is, she did make it to the castle, so he should concede to her and give her back the kid.
Well, it's not going to be that easy.
I know. It's like he doesn't have to be fair. He hasn't been fair all along. You're thinking two-dimensionally.
It's like, if I don't get you back, I'm going to be so grounded.
I know. What exactly am I going to say? He was taken by the Goblin King?
And now you're nowhere near where your brother is.
This seems like a scene from Krull. All of these films, these fantasy films that took place in this era were like very, very similar in those regards.
Yeah.
There is no Jareth, only Zool.
It's baby's day out. That's funny, Geek Flag.
Nobody puts baby in a labyrinth.
Smack his hand.
The owls are not what they seem.
No.
Yeah.
Check on your little brother.
And then check the door and make sure that it actually leads to the outside. What? I'm trying to sleep, damn it. I don't think David Lynch was directly involved, but I'm sure he...
No, she went out.
Well, oh.
I mean, she earned some points from me because she's got the Cats poster on her wall, too.
Wow, there's a party.
Like all of them showed up. Yeah. This is the David Lynch bedtime story. Yes. I'm surprised we made it all the way through this movie without a joke about David Bowie playing with his balls through the whole movie.
I thought you mentioned something earlier, something ball breaking or something.
Oh, maybe.
The power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the Babe.
There you go.
It was like from Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. You play with your balls a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I've seen this in years, so I didn't remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's always nice to, like I say, you've seen it, or even if you haven't, they are these little linchpins, those fan favorites, those little parts of our, I don't want to say childhood, but
yeah,
it's part of the culture. It came out, like I said, 1986. It did not do well. In fact, It was considered a flop, and it took Jim Henson like a long time to get over it. He was very pleased that it became a cult hit. He was able to enjoy the fact that before he passed away. The Creature Shop. The Creature Plaster Shop. Very well said, Geek Flag. I was trying to be, like I said, this time of night I start to get a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
So it's a part of our history, a shared past, a moment in time that shaped us into the people we became. So one thing he loved about Jim Henson was he was simple storytelling.
Actually, Curtis Selby makes a great point. He said this was a flop. Disney doesn't even come close to this now.
No, they don't. Well, thank you, Space Fraggle. It was a blast watching with all of you, my friends. It's definitely glad to have you here. It's always glad to have you to share these little cinematic treasures in our treasure chest.
Yep.
And the best thing about watching it with everyone here is that good movie, bad movie, it really doesn't matter. It's just kind of fun to be here.
True.
Because trust me, we got some bad movies coming up this year, at least on my part. Fun bad movies, though.
And you never know. Somebody might actually like the bad movie.
Right?
Well, we know Evelyn Hampton does, because she's going to be here in March for both of them.
Evelyn loves bad movies.
Although I wouldn't consider The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms a bad movie.
No, not really.
Now, Inframan, that's something altogether different. And that is Labyrinth.
Yep.
I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like I said, if this was the first time for anybody, let me know and tell me what you thought about it. But yeah, like Wolf said, it's simple storytelling. It's nothing complicated, nothing overwrought, nothing, with it's just a very simple child fantasy.
Yeah.
And that's all you really need. It's just something very straightforward. Like Scotty said in Star Trek 3, the more you overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah. So when you overthink it, you just stop it up. I did a review tonight that's posted if you want to check it out. Clint Eastwood's new movie that he directed, Juror Number 2, starring Nicholas Hoult. Saying that's one of the things I think I liked about that film. It wasn't this overblown, intricate weaving story thing. Very straightforward. You knew pretty much what the main thing the main thing was how it was going to turn out. But like I said, it wasn't this big overdone production. It was just a nice, simple, straightforward, well done, well written, well acted courtroom drama, and I appreciated it for that. Really, really. Geek Flash says it's actually the third time he'd seen it. Yeah, I'd say maybe 5 or 6 times for me. I hadn't seen it a lot, and it had been a long time since I had seen it. But so Troy, beginning to end, what'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was great. I had no doubt I was going to enjoy it. I just, like I said, living at home, didn't get a chance to see it all the way through, and then it never came up again. So it was definitely on my to watch list, which is another reason why these rewatches are so great.
Absolutely.
You're muted, in case you didn't know, Big Al, or maybe you muted on purpose. I'm not sure.
I must have accidentally. I think my clicker got away from me, and my finger went a little glitchy. I know. I'm just saying. Geek Flag saying it's like, can you imagine years from now? Is there anything in the past 5 years that you could imagine, like us, or let's say anybody 20 years from now sitting and watching? I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's a few things that people can pull out.
I mean, in fairness, you got to keep in mind that a lot of these films that ended up becoming what they now call cult classics that didn't do well initially, we used to call them sleeper hits, right? Nobody knew about them, but then they get a second wind, whether it's on cable or, home video or whatever, so there's no way to predict that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it's just, like I think I'm trying to think like what the newest film that I've done or that we've done here, because I remember I did Rampage with The Rock. That was probably that's probably the newest film I did, and that's only because it had a big giant monkey in it. And so I was looking for another monkey movie. Well, ape, excuse me. But yeah, so like I said, and the next one for me on Saturday night in 2 weeks is going to be The Never-Ending Story. Going to kind of stick with the same fantasy feel, kind of a different universe, and we kind of probably find some neat comparisons to each one. Each one involves a quote unquote human child entering a fantasy world, kind of thing. So I thought it was a nice little pairing to do that. But that's, like I said, that's 2 weeks from now. Got a long week ahead. Starting tomorrow, which of course is Deleted Scenes primary big day, I'm assuming. If Deleted Scenes is here, he wants to put down his links. I'm not sure if he has a Western cinema or not. But he usually does his unscripted at 8 p.m., which is followed, of course, by Geeky Geezers at 9 p.m. on Agent Boomer's channel. And, of course, I usually have a stream for that as well. Any previews from Geeky Geezers?
Absolutely. I think a lot of it, a lot of people can probably guess. We will be talking about how the current emergency in California is impacting entertainment right now. We will be talking about, we will have some gaming news, including PSP and some news about the Switch 2. And it looks like Alec Baldwin is back in the news. We'll talk about him too. So
yeah, I would like to add, like with everything that's going on in California, all the fires and stuff, and as much as under normal times, we're always talking about, Hollywood doesn't know this, and it needs to burn to the ground. I do, in all honesty, in all seriousness, it's such a horrific thing that is going on out there. A lot of stars have lost their homes, lost everything, that they have. But not only them, but just a lot of just regular people who, live there are really dealing with a lot of terrible situations and people dying. And it is horrible. So definitely keep these people in your prayers. Hopefully someone can get it under control, because California seems to burn every year like crazy burning, and they need to get that under control, sadly. But just God bless them, and hopefully everything will be made better sooner than later. Of course, after Geeky Geezers, we have
I don't know. Deleted would have to let us know.
Yeah, Deleted. I don't know if you have after midnight. Show. I think he's reconfiguring his Other Side of Midnight show. Of course, that leads us into then Monday night. You didn't have one this past week, did you?
I didn't, and I'm still thinking about putting one together for this Monday, but I haven't decided on any films. Just keep an eye on my channel, and you'll see when I post it.
Yeah, I was like, is he all right? Because part of me was like, is he okay? And then
this past week was a little rough. We did end up canceling the Tuesday streams that we were planning to do. Netter was not feeling well.
Well, God take care. I have to reserve that energy so you're fully ready to go. So nothing planned, but you never know, so just keep an eye out.
Exactly. But Tuesday, everything's back on. So we're going back to Sparkwood and 21 with Deleted Scenes at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. We're gonna do just to get us back in the roll, back into the stream, I suppose. We'll kind of look back on the 3 seasons of Twin Peaks and the movie. kind of give a bit of a recap, and then talk about where we're going to go from there. But that's live from Sparkwood 21. Followed by, I'm sorry.
I just want to Delisa said the Midnight Show will return Sunday or next week with Sid's Corner as his guest.
Awesome. There you go. And then that followed up by the return of Blake 7, looking at 9:30, but after live from Sparkwood 21, 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, with episode 1 of season 2, which is Redemption. We'll pick up on that cliffhanger from last time.
So yeah, Blake 7 is kind of like 60 minutes during football season. It'll start when the game
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's right.
Man, that's an old because they don't even. I don't even think they. I think they just plan ahead anyway.
Well, what's interesting is the concept of a show being interrupted by something like that is kind of going away, because now most of the entertainment that you follow, episodic shows and scripted shows and whatnot, you're getting on stream whenever you feel like watching it. It's only the things like sporting events and whatnot that are going out live that you need to watch live. So there's usually not any kind of
Speaking of that, I was checking the score of the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game. Ravens win 28-14. Yay. It's like, I'm Maryland. The Commanders and the Ravens. That would be the dream Super Bowl.
There you go.
But so that leads, of course, to Wednesday, which, of course, if anybody out there is doing anything Wednesday, please let us know.
Let us know. Yeah.
Thursday things. Netter, what's going on Thursday?
Well, right now I don't have a guest, so it's going to be me and Troy and just nattering about.
Yep.
Which is always kind of fun in its own right.
Yeah. There you go.
And that, of course, leads to Friday, where at 7 p.m. this coming Friday, I'll be joined by Deleted Scenes, and we are going to be watching the classic action spy thriller. Is this spy thriller? I don't know, but it'll be a new one for me. I've never seen it. Ice Station Zebra.
Oh, there you go.
Rock Hudson, Patrick McGowan, I think Ernest Borgnine is in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've always heard about it, and just have never gotten around to watching it. And it kind of came up in conversation when we were watching the thing from Another World about taking place in Antarctic kind of stuff. So Ice Station Zebra we watch. That's how the Friday ones are going to run, kind of just off the cuff. Saturday nights are planned throughout the year, but I still might tweak here and there, but pretty much 95% set. Of course, like I said, starting early at 7, so we don't go over because it is a longer film, and so we don't go over it because at 10 o'clock, Last Call with Troy Pacelli.
Yeah, don't know what the topic's going to be, but I will be drinking, and it will be fun for you.
Which it always is.
Hopefully it's fun for you too.
Oh yeah. Well, I did just said I'll be drinking, didn't I?
Unless of course he doesn't remember it afterwards. Is it fun if you can't remember? No, I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean, I question whether it was fun if I do remember, right? I don't know.
And that of course leads us into Saturday, where Netter's Retro Cinema will present
The Fall of the House of Usher.
Oh, now
I've never seen.
With what?
I've never seen it.
Oh, now which is this? Vincent Price?
Yeah, it is. It's the original.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Going old school, like it.
Yep.
So yeah, get on Vincent Price on Paul House of Usher. That's a good. Is that a hammer? I don't think it's a hammer, though, is it?
I don't think so. I may be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
Yeah, because there's a couple of companies that kind of, besides Hammer, I'm just wondering which one it might float. So yeah, Fall the House of Usher next week. That'll be a lot. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've seen it, but it's been so long, I don't remember it. But I do remember the Netflix Fall the House of Usher, which is really good, but a little on the wokey woke side. But and it's more. It's different. But like to thank everyone for being here. Like I said, with my channel, I've got a couple of new reviews up. Not a lot really out, but I did watch Juror Number 2, which is a recent film. It's just hitting streaming on Max if you want to check it out. I also did a retro review for Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I kind of watched not that long ago, and I thought, I need to do more retro ones to get some of those out there. Otherwise, just keep an eye out for my channel. You never know when something might hit. Troy, anything you'd like to?
I'd like to. Okay, I was gonna say we need just one more verb, and we
have anything you'd like to take off? Perhaps. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, I didn't get warm. Man, it was a sweater. No,
wow.
Yeah, exactly. No, just want to thank everybody so much for coming, hanging out with us, inviting us into your. I have no idea where you are. Your living rooms, your
homes.
For all I know, you could have invited us into your bedrooms. But thank you so much.
Homes work, honey. Just homes.
Okay, yes. For inviting us into your homes and for sharing a film with us and making us feel welcome. Thank you so much.
And of course, no one can take us out better than Netter. Of course, even after her thing, though, I'll still say my little bitty thing. But Netter, please let everyone know just how much we appreciate them.
Well, y'all know what I always say. And I know I say this all the time, but I really do mean it. I'm not just saying it to say it, or, I'm saying it just because it's my outro. Every time I say this, I do mean every single word that I say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping those comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in our family room, passing the popcorn, having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. You can be anywhere right now, and you're here. And that's so encouraging. And you don't just encourage us on the panel, you encourage each other in the chat. And when we have guests on, you're encouraging our guests. Left Eye Ego is still blown away by how much you guys supported him. Got him 12 additional subs. He's so psyched. And he couldn't thank me and my community, which is you guys, enough. He had posted on Twitter just how Osmo you guys are. Because you guys are. You are Osmo. You're always supporting us in so many different ways. It could be a comment in the chat, or after the stream is over, the thumbs up to give us that like, sharing out our streams. For those of us who are monetized, you become members, you do super chats and super stickers. It's just so wonderful. So thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for supporting us. And as Troy said, thank you for inviting us into your home. Until next time, good night and God bless.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Like I said, Netter says it so well. I do miss those days when I could get together with my friends, and sadly, it's just not possible sometimes today, being a little older. But it's so great to have you guys joining us. It really means a lot to me. I don't know how to really express it that well, but I live a lonely life, and it's so great to have you guys here every now and then to kind of watch a movie with. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful week ahead. tomorrow night, of course, go Commanders, and have a very safe week ahead. I'm trying to think. No, that is the following week where it is the holiday. So this is just regular week ahead. Awesome. Take care, everyone. And until the next time, find something fun to watch and take care. And